Hey guys, ready for another episode of SMOKO Bros?
Let's go!
Should we do the intro?
No.
I thought we'd already started.
Welcome to SMOKO Bros. I'm Jeff Smith.
That's what the puppet.
Oh, okay. Right.
Did you not watch the first episode? That's technically the second episode that has number 2 written all over it, which if you are enjoying the content, like and subscribe, right? Right?
We'll release
Thank you.
the very first episode to the SMOKO Bros page.
Yeah.
Little member
Jack
content.
just said the N-word far too many times for me to be comfortable to release it. If you liked American History X, you will love the first episode of SMOKO.
All right, cool. I'm glad I'm already a Nazi in this conversation.
Already. I think they'll watch it and be like, I bet you we could. That
Wait
should be
for it.
the
There's
game.
a countdown timer on
That
the
should be the SMOKO Bros live game. Is can you pick the Nazi animal? Have you got any topics?
I do.
Yeah.
Did you see
right.
that there was a penguin that swam 3,000 kilometers from Antarctica up to Denmark here in WA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
It's already getting deported though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his visas are probably in order, but, you know, he's half black, so.
Fuck. That's what you've been sitting on? That's what you've been sitting on for the week.
I've been waiting
Denmark
all week to say
penguin.
that.
Yeah. Imagine, like, do you reckon it was trying to get
Well, that's
away
like
from Antarctica?
He's come all this way and he's like getting sent back home. He's like, "Come on, man, it's cold there, you know. Like, I just want to check out the distilleries here." Like,
But it's also, I'm guessing it doesn't speak English. So it's getting put onto a plane. It's a penguin, so it's got extra leg room. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about, fellas. That's right. I knew if I left that snowy fucking
well, he'll
shit
get
hole.
like at least he'll get like a bit of a tropical getaway before he gets sent back because he'll probably end up on Christmas Island.
But like, just bear with me for a sec.
All right.
Be in the penguin's mind
Yeah.
where it's leaving Antarctica, that's all snow, and then it just arrives in Denmark. That must be like
Paradise.
some Twilight
Well,
Zone
all-
shit. Not paradise. I wouldn't know any
I
different.
don't know. There's like
But
photos
it's
of him
just
just like standing on the beach, like staring out. Like.
Now what?
It's like when you walk out and there's like the apocalypse. It's like mushroom clouds and all that shit. Like, what the fuck happened?
Didn't the same thing happen in New Zealand and they made a whole film about it a while ago where they had a
Happy feet.
No.
No, I almost bit then. I
I'm
was
pretty
so
sure that's
bloody
Heat.
close.
I'm pretty sure that's Happy Feet.
No, I think it was a Australian movie because it had
Yeah.
Kenny, the actor Kenny.
You're just describing Happy Feet. I'm sure.
Yeah, they were all singing.
I've never
Robin
seen Happy
Williams
Feet.
was, yeah.
That's Happy Feet.
Yeah. With penguins?
Yeah.
Oh, Madagascar.
Fuck me. I thought I could remember an Antarctic penguin washing up in New Zealand, but fuck me for bringing it up. I'm just going to sit here silent.
It washed up, it was dead.
No, it was alive, and then they...
So, I mean, like, that's kind of a derogatory way of describing a penguin's effort from swimming from Antarctica. Hey, just fucking washed up on the... like,
Go back to where you came from. I'm seeing the Nazi thing now. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. Penguins are known for that. It's pretty surprising that they're the most eatable thing in the ocean when they're swimming. How far is it?
3,000 kilometers.
3,000 kilometers. That's pretty good effort for a thing that's shaped like a, I don't know. It's shaped like a dildo, is it? What was it? I've been
Dildos
watching.
are you
What kind of girthy fucking deal?
No, I'm watching 90 Day Fiance because you know you got to manifest. You know,
A girlfriend in 3 months.
Fiance
Yeah.
in 3 months.
No, you got to do you got to do like the pre stuff, and then 90 Day Fiance is like, all right, this is after you've done all the interviews to say like, what's your girlfriend's name?
Dione.
When's her birthday? Yeah, you're not getting married in 90 days, brother. You're not getting
She
that
doesn't watch
visa.
anyway.
Not with all the racist shit that Jack
It's the
says.
end of August. It's either the 29th or the 28th.
No, but you know what? They have to integrate.
That's one of those two.
You have you go to the consulate.
Consulate. and
Consulate.
approved,
Did you say consulate?
Consulate, you know, whatever it's called, and you have your interview, and then it's like, okay, you've got 90 days. We'll give you the visa so you can go get married, and then wild shenanigans happen, and it's pretty good.
It's
So
mostly
that's my
like
goal.
middle-aged guys trying to adjust to having like a child bride, like a child in their house again. You seen that one where he's driving home and he's like, "Don't touch the windows," and she's like, "I'm touching the windows."
Yeah, some of them want kids, but not the ones that I'm watching. I want like a normal age lady, you know, likes it in the butt.
That unicorn.
Yeah. Oh no, what? Oh, I thought you were talking about the dildo again. No, fuck, I'm off track. But one of the chicks brought a dildo and was like, "Oh, we're gonna have like a wild night of sex," and then she brought a dildo and condoms, and it was like, well,
Pick
I don't
a
know
lane.
if you've ever had like a girl bring a dildo to the bedroom. It's like,
You're bringing a knife to a gunfight?
no, I've got one of those. like it's like coming to a barbecue with steak, and it's like, I
Yeah.
bought the steak already.
Yeah, but if you're a 90-day fiance, you've probably been to a few shit barbecues and you're like bringing your own meat at this stage.
Yeah, but it's also incredibly rude to bring your own steak to a barbecue.
Well, if I'm bringing like, you know, some Angus.
I mean, it's not a lot of
beef.
meat that I'm bringing to the barbecue, but I've still got meat at the barbecue. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think we're just
You
too
guys get that that's a euphemism for my penis.
very clever one, meat.
Oh, hey guys, welcome to Smoko. Fuck.
So you're saying you'd be offended if a girl brought
Well,
sex
I'm-
toys to a...
To a
Well,
barbecue? Or?
if she's using it on her,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird. If it's like,
Maybe
No,
it wasn't
I'm feeling
for
you're a bit
her
vanilla.
then. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
like maybe
Well,
she was
I don't
supposed to
know.
use it on him. I don't know.
what was like that? And
alright.
penguin shape, except
Penguin shape.
you had to kind of squint a little to see the
One of those magic images.
I see it.
Can we chuck on the AC?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Dude, this is your show. Why are you
Thanks,
asking
intern.
me like, no, I like it hot. This is where we ask the hard questions. Like, what's your thoughts on penguins?
I don't think I'd be at all disappointed if a girl rocked up to a date bringing her own fucking equipment. It'd be
I don't know. If you've met this girl from Tinder and you go out to
Dude.
dinner with her and she drops a purse and then outrolls a massive dildo, like,
I'm thinking at least it's going to end in sex. Wild sex from the looks of things.
Yeah, that's if you don't drop the pitch off in Hillary.
Oh, we're doing callbacks now.
Callbacks. Which I hope was in the last episode and not the first episode.
it was in the first.
That was the first episode
Was
too.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad we're cutting that out. Actually.
Jeez. How's that sound?
I'm hearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, whose idea was that?
Some fucking dildo rider.
Penguin hater.
Yeah, so I am chatting up a few American ladies. Not really, one. My wife.
To be.
Oh, no, and she got me onto. I don't know why she thought this was an interest to me. Dragon dildos,
Oh yeah.
You talking
Like-
about Bad Dragon?
bad dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
I've heard about
oh
it.
sure, yeah.
To the wild ones.
Well, because I've seen like wild dildos. I mean,
Have you seen the Zorg that like puts the eggs inside them?
yeah, that's what I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
the alien one.
Alright,
but
cool.
I was talking to her, and she was like, I don't know if we were like just talking about like Aussie slang and American slang, and she was talking about look up Bad Dragon, which I thought might be like
A band?
No, like a dirty Sanchez, like you put
Ah, yeah.
poo on your finger and wipe it out. Or the Hitler mole. What? I don't know what Bad Dragon is, you know. Or it's like heroin with you, smoking heroin through your butthole.
Chase the bad dragon.
Chasing the Bad Dragon. And then on the Google search, it said Bad Dragon controversy. And I Googled and I was like, what the fuck's the do you know what the Bad Dragon controversy is? Not the fact that they do dildos that look like reptile penises.
Yeah.
But the owner of Bad Dragon was going to buy a crocodile and mold a dildo on the actual crocodile's penis. And they were like,
I'm not seeing a problem.
well, the government did, and the government was like, yeah, you can do a lot of things with crocodile. You can
That's
turn him into a
not one of
belt. You can turn him into shoes.
Because I've never really thought about a crocodile's penis.
Haven't you?
Is it like a dog's and it just goes in?
It
Obviously,
must do. Like, otherwise they just be the
like rolls
trademark.
around and you can see the
They
stomach,
don't.
right?
They don't actually have tails. It's just their dick.
Oh.
Maybe they don't have dicks, and that's why they're so angry. That's terrible. They lay eggs, don't they?
Do they? Oh, they're reptiles, right?
Yeah.
So
So, was she just saying it to freak you out, or was
No,
it?
no, it was just how humans have conversation. Like, it was just a topic they could
Do you want to see giant dildos?
oh, have you seen how they've released a heap of like dolls after that movie Wicked?
Yeah, I did. I did. You tell them that
And
story.
they've put on the back. They've put the website to go to the website's the movie's website, and turns out that the website they put on the back is for a porn site, right?
Yeah, so it's meant to be like wickedmovie.com.
Oh, is
and
in
it's
the-
just wicked.com.
Wicked, you mean Wizard of Oz musical
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Broadway movie.
Yep.
that they've taken.
Okay, I'm with you now.
And do you know what the porn site is?
Nah.
It's like the okay, no. No, apparently it's like the #1 parody porn site where they'll do like a wicked porno
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the
Yep. Yeah, in the same sort
Yeah.
of like Pirates and Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like, why don't they do like other good porno parodies?
Well, I got a good story. So I did the classic.
All right, you've put yourself on a pedestal now, brother.
All right.
So I dropped this girl at Hillary's.
No, I accidentally downloaded the classic. I downloaded the wrong movie thing, but I was trying to watch X-Men.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at my mate's place talking with him, and I said, it's really weird because I downloaded a porn parody, and it took me like a good, I wouldn't say 5 minutes, like 2 minutes of watching, because the actual production value was so good of this. I mean, Wolverine looked perfect, and then all of a sudden Magneto's getting a gobby from Rogue. And as I'm describing it, his newly proposed to fiance goes, that's triple X-Men 2. And I was like, that is why she has a ring on her finger.
No, that's a terrible name for. It kind of is good, but I want to see triple XL X-Men porn, where it's just a bunch of like BBW.
Well, it had the blob
Huge
in
jacked
it.
man.
That's why we were talking about it, because I'm like, the blob didn't even appear until I think X-Men Wolverine.
Yeah.
But yet they put him in the second parody.
Well, he was
of the
massive.
porn.
No pun intended. He was massive in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was ironic that the porn parody had already got a character that the cinematic universe didn't have at that stage.
I'd love to be like the licensing department, like at Barbie, and it's like, you want to do what? But like, just going back to like the Bad Dragon, why are there no Ninja Turtle cocks? I'm a fan, but I don't know if
I'd got to look harder.
I'd sit on a Ninja Turtle cock if it got me.
The turtles have penises?
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah,
They're absolutely monsters.
you reckon?
Yeah, I've seen videos.
Sound excited there, mate.
No, it's abnormal because like they're bigger than their head, and it's really not like
Wait,
no regular turtles, not the ninjas.
Oh.
I'm not sure if the ninjas have, but it's like an inflatable thing that just sort of comes out, goes, whoosh, and then it's bigger than their own head, and it sort of locks them in place.
so it kind of like snakes out.
Yeah, sneaks out.
I saw 2 pigeons having sex the other day.
I see a lot of seagulls have sex, and They look like an animal that still hasn't figured it out.
Because they're balancing wrong.
Like, not to go back to the racist stuff, but it looks like a lot like Edward Norton at the start of American history. That's how penguins... Oh, fuck. Jesus.
How do penguins have sex? Because
They lay eggs as well, right?
yeah, but things that lay eggs still have to have sex.
Well, the two pigeons I saw having sex, it was like one was on the back, like that, and it was like a bit...
Oh, like...
Cloacas. Would a penguin have a cloaca?
I don't know. But have you ever seen the... This is... Like, just talking about how sweet
Penguins are.
pigeons fucking is. Have you seen... I think it was pigeons in, like, the train terminal. They killed another bird. Have you seen this?
No.
So the way that it's filmed, they're all on, like, the platform. And they're like rushing this other bird and pushing it in front of the train, and someone's watching it like, "What the fuck am I watching?" And it looked like a mob hit. Like, it was like 6 pigeons killing, hopefully a seagull, but it was like they killed another bird, and it looked like a gangster movie. The way that they did it, they all flanked it, and like they all.
Well, if it's all the same species against another species, that seems slightly racially motivated to me.
Well, it would.
Because that's just how your brain works.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck, we went down a weird rabbit hole. So, Bad Dragons, bit of a mind blow to you then, I'd assume. Never hearing about it, then just seeing
No,
it.
I know people into freak. There's far more freaky stuff. Did you see... I don't know where she's from, but there's like an OnlyFans content creator that is coming to Schoolies
Yes!
to make porno.
Yeah, no, her visa's been denied
Yeah, you know what?
because she admitted that she's going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
But how does that work? If you're just making the content here and you're distributing it elsewhere?
Still technically working. Like, that's like
It's
if you
more
came
like
here
work,
and if you came here and mowed lawns and then you went back to the UK and then they transferred the money to the UK.
It's more like you filmed a movie here and then you released it elsewhere. Like, does it count as a production of that country? We're getting philosophical on the wrong issue.
No, you're
about this.
getting... I don't know.
If
You're
a tree
trying
falls
to...
in the woods, like, no.
That's also my next thing as well. But,
Well,
no, it's... I don't... Is it gross? Or is it
she
kind of
said
cool?
she said barely legal, and she was going after
that's the gross
18-year-olds.
Yeah.
And she was what, 24 or 27?
I don't know.
No.
Too old, you reckon?
But the quote was like, the key word is barely, but it's still legal. Like,
Well, it's not legal if she doesn't have the visa.
it's not legal at all if she's come here.
Yeah,
on
I mean,
visa and
yeah,
she's working.
I mean, that's what was wrong with Epstein Island. Was
It was just the visa issues.
What is it?
Bureaucracy.
At its worst. Fuck. This podcast would be so much better if I could say the words that I'm thinking.
I feel sorry for the AI program that has to put the subtitles in this one.
Yeah, so her plan, and I'm pretty sure this plan has been done to death.
Because she's from the UK, right?
I don't know. Wait, because you reckon that's a hell slutty country or something?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went over when
Do you
I
know
was...
do you know where she's from?
She's from the UK.
I'm pretty sure it was
She's
the UK.
You just pretended that you don't know. I was like, I think. I think she's from the UK.
I went over to the UK when I was 15, and I was shocked at the amount of people the same age as me that were pushing prams over there. Like, it was mind-blowing.
That's just like a lack of sexual education, though.
Yeah, I was also in like.
I think it's
shittier
almost too
area.
much sexual education. They're funding the schools. No, but that's this Little Britain skit. Remember it was
Vicky Pollard.
the one that's always
Got the kid. Like,
yeah, but
she's
no,
like,
but yeah,
where's
no.
the baby? Like, swapped it for an NSYNC CD.
So would you hook up with a OnlyFans content creator?
If I didn't have a partner in a fucking heartbeat, what kind of question's that?
What? I thought it was a legitimate one, but
I don't need to think about this. Like, is it like issues with filming or?
But like, would that mean you'd have to be in the content, or what if it's like depends on who it
Yeah.
is, right? Like,
Well, that's
is
how
it like a
porn-
solo act, or is it
I would like
why
it.
would Jack be there if it's a solo act?
Just 2
Well, it
hours
could
of
be
me
different.
masturbating
I
and
want you to
crying.
stand there while I masturbate, and they're going to film me doing it. If I was a woman.
Anyway, yeah, I don't really.
Should you be allowed to come to this country, fuck a young? is that because you can come over here and make a short university film?
Yeah, well,
Maybe that was the issue. She charged for it,
yeah.
but
Well, I think. Well, and yeah, that goes back to it. Like, if she wasn't charging until she's left the country, like,
Oh, okay. Now my point's valid.
yeah,
yeah, but he said it more charming and
He said it with air.
He didn't look creepy when he said it.
I just naturally look like this.
Naturally, look, you're covered head to toes in tattoos, cunt. You're the least natural looking cunt here. But like, if she had a sleeping bag and she sold it on Marketplace, if like, is that not the same thing? She's making money from our taxpayers, and that's what grinds my gears.
So are you saying the Aussie government would have been fine if she gave them like the fucking cut out of the profits?
Well, if she
Yeah,
gets,
that's what
it depends. I don't know. Like, if she got paid in cash, then there'd be cause for argument there. But if she's getting paid electronic, no, it's still.
If it was up to me, I would have just given her the tip. Smoko Bros. Thanks, guys. Just giving her the tip. What was the point I was going to make? I forget.
Yeah.
I'll remember it halfway through the next conversation.
So what are you got going on, George?
I seen another animal-related news article that 42 monkeys escaped from a lab in America.
Yeah.
I think they caught like one of them.
And they haven't actually said what the monkeys were used for. Have they?
No, they were bred for like cancer research. So they were going to die anyway, right? But they're going to like shoot them to
Monkeys'
bring them back.
big day
It's
out.
like-
Just
But that's even worse. It's like we're putting cancer into monkeys. Like that's like
to test other things, right? Like,
well,
to see if
You gotta
takes
break
the
some-
cancer out of the monkey.
you got to break some eggs
Well,
to
that's the
make
whole
some
point.
omelets, man.
They're trying to see if they can
No, but
cure the
the
cancer.
point I'm making is that it's in a jar. They've got cancer in a jar, which is and they put it in my.
Yeah, do they just
No,
make
so
the?
you're gonna have to blank that out.
Do they get the monkeys to smoke a pack of Winnie Reds an hour or some shit? Like,
Oh, well, that was
Just
how do they
next
give
to a
them cancer?
microwave.
Like,
Yeah,
are you saying that there's cancer in a needle that someone can?
Well,
just
that's
give
what
to
they
you? Like-
banned. What's it called in Canada? I think they're going to try to do it here, and I think they're doing it in the UK. They banned menthol cigarettes.
Yeah, they've done that.
Why
in
does
Europe.
it get it deeper in there because it opens the capillaries or something?
Nah,
I don't know what the fuck he just
something
said.
to do with like it's more like appealing.
Killer has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because like menthol cigarettes are easier to smoke, so more people were smoking.
No, it's well. The reason why I got was because they cause cancer, and it was like, come on, Canada, you meant to be the smart one of the two. And because like where I was staying in Windsor, and then literally across the river is Detroit, and Detroit, you can get all the menthol cigarettes you want, but Canada is like all goofy, and they have like weird like 1940s packs of smokes, like
Well, they look cool.
Like the paper.
no,
packets?
it's like our pack of smokes, but it's the shape of like what Nookie Thompson would smoke in Boardwalk Empire, like a 1920s sort of. Canadians are weird. Anyway, I didn't like it.
I used to
give me
work-
the menthol cigarettes. Like
Yeah.
I used to work with a dude who used to. You ever had a fisherman friend? You know how strong
yeah.
those mints are? He used to have one of them right before lighting up. And he'd do it every time he had a dart. And I'm like, why do you do that? And he goes, oh, it gets it deep in there. And I'm like,
That's like
fucking
can
righto.
you still get white ox?
I think so. I
You
don't
still
know. I don't
smoking
smoke.
that shit?
what to kill ants?
No,
Is that what
it's
that
like
was?
a fucking hell strong tobacco. The only person I knew that smoked it like had been in prison, and he like started smoking it in prison, but like without a filter. That's how they can tell you're new in prison. When you get ciggies,
You
you,
want a
ask
filter.
someone for a filter, and like new boy, eh? Like they just fold up a bit of cardboard, and that's a filter.
Well, like a spliff.
Yeah, but just like smoking a cigarette instead.
What?
What?
The fuck are you doing?
Well, it's just when I'm rolling, I'll just always use a bit of cardboard. I've never used a filter before, but different conversation for a different time.
Yeah, but that's for weed. Like they're
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette, but they'll smoke it
Yeah.
with a piece of cardboard.
I've been
because it tastes
craving
better. Because all they do is smoke in prison.
I've been like losing a bunch of weight, and when I was like last this weight, I think I was smoking heaps, and I'm like hell craving.
Do I get
I
that
think
like
it's
this?
like
You've got like a muscle memory.
Yeah, I've hit like a fat storage part. It's like,
You've hit a layer of like
Nicotine's been in
nicotine.
there.
yeah, it's like, and it's just like,
If they cut you open, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, 2070
it's
was
like-
smoking heavily."
yeah, it's like the Jurassic Park version of me. Like they found that layer of fat that's got the tobacco in it. And it's like, yeah, and I was like, ooh, yeah, I kind of want one, but nah.
Well, that's the annoying thing is like I've managed not to smoke for 34 years, but it's because cigarettes smell like cigarettes, and now they smell amazing because they're vapes and they've got like cheesecake flavor and all these awesome.
They got what
flavours.
flavour?
Yeah,
Oh, cheesecake. And I thought you just said cheese, and I'm like, what? The fuck is smoking?
I'm waiting for savory.
Yeah, it's just all
smoke.
those 16-year-old French kids like, yeah, give me some cheese,
Love is
babe. Just cheese and wine vape.
Well, I went to buy a vape today, and then
Allegedly.
allegedly, sorry, and I was allegedly at this place because allegedly last week at Mad Cow, what's his name had a Chopper Chop one.
Oh
And
no
it was
way!
so good.
Yeah.
And then I tried to find it today, allegedly, and they only had that one vape in tobacco flavor, and I was like, that's just gross. Who's
Well,
gonna
that was the
smoke
thing. I wanted to hang out with you guys to talk about some skits over shisha. I was like, no, because I've got that nicotine and like the vape and cigarette sort of craving. I was like, you know what? Let's have some shisha. And then I asked you guys, is there any nicotine? And you sent me something that was like 72 times more nicotine.
Yeah,
I didn't think there would.
It is flavored tobacco. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it
But like tobacco doesn't mean nicotine.
no tobacco.
But
a
it's
plant.
like a
Yeah.
jelly
Yeah.
though, isn't it?
No, it's the tobacco leaves that are pressed and then flavored with fruit juice. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this. I'm
No,
not
you quoted.
Either way, it sounds delicious.
His Facebook is at Snake Comedy. Snakehead Comedy?
snake neck. And that's my
Oh, yeah.
Instagram.
Makes sense.
Crocodile dick comedy. Like,
Crocodile Dick
Dick
Comedy.
Comedy.
I tell you what, that's the next open mic room that we run.
Scaly Boy Entertainment.
Scaly Boy. Are you going to be that dude? Are you going to be the... Was that the goal? Is that what started this?
you'll remove the nose eventually.
Because you kind
the
of look
nulls.
Yeah.
Because you kind of look like... Don't take this the wrong way.
Oh, just go for
the
it.
Scale Man or Snake Boy or whatever he is that had it like all the features, tattooed his eyes and stuff like that. Was that the goal?
No, fuck no.
And the second question, who molested you? Which uncle was it? Touch it. Point on the family picture.
No, I don't really know what started the tattoo obsession. I got my first one like a week after I turned 18.
Was your dad covered or?
He's got like 2 or 3, like
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. He's got one on each arm. I think he's got one on each arm and then a little one under one. So he's probably got a couple of hours.
Like the old kind of Navy looking ones?
He's got a wizard with like a glass ball and then a tiger on the other arm.
I didn't think you were going to say
It's so faded and like washed out now that
I
it just
thought
looks
you were
like
gonna
he's
say-
holding balls.
I thought you were going to say glass Barbie and I was like, what the fuck?
No, Dad's not that covered. But the second I started getting my first one, I was already planning my next one. And
What was the first one?
my first one was my star sign on my.
You got a
my
star
left-
sign?
Yeah.
Sure.
And that was with my dad a week after I turned 18.
Jesus.
And
you,
it was-
you ladies are crazy.
My favorite was always like when a girl would get an anchor tattooed on her foot, and then she'd be like, "I got it
Refuse to
with my
sing.
dad." Like my dad's on the banner because my dad's always kept me grounded.
Oh, for real? Is that the thing that...
Quite a few girls I knew at the time were getting it
Jeez.
done.
Yeah, there's
They're more like dead weight women.
Sounds
Well,
like
anchor
another
is what I
comedy
want to
room, to be
get.
honest.
I want to get the anchor that kind of wraps around the thumb. Well, like that.
wanker.
No, when the Dockers win a premiership.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so that's why I'm all clear.
Do you not have any?
No.
Oh, no way.
Oh, when tribal like the thick black tribal like blade tattoo
Yeah.
was out.
I'm really.
I say close. I never booked anything in, but like it was like that's the one I
what
want.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
get.
cool one.
I'm really glad I didn't go down that route because at one point I wanted to do like a neck band, almost like a necklace, just all in tribal, like a sun. And yeah, there's been so many. Like at one point I wanted to get an 8-ball tattooed on my arm, not because of drugs, not because I'm big on pool. I just I had a keychain with an 8-ball on it. And
It's a universal symbol, like the 4 aces and all that sort of stuff. But I think the reason why I didn't get any was because of like Miami Ink, LA Ink, Ink Masters, and it was kind of like whatever craving I had for tattoos, I could just watch it and be like, "That's a cool tattoo."
Yeah,
and then it kind of just like stomped it out. Yeah, because I got to see what it would look like on skin, and so
yeah.
I knew a white guy that got a tribal tattoo for his first tattoo, and he only got the outline done because in his first sitting he passed out and pissed himself in the chair.
Oh, no way. Yeah, people really aren't prepared for what it's like to sit that endurance because I normally do like an 8-hour session if I can, just because you get the best bang for your buck.
Well, what's your longest one?
I mean, this popcorn one was like 4 hours.
Fuck off. That was not 4 hours.
Well, it was her first tattoo that she'd ever done, right? And she did it with like a pen with a needle taped to the end of it and was just like dot.
No way.
Like that. So
So
but I don't think that's the longest
traditional
one.
poke and stick tattoo.
Yeah, I can't imagine getting a tattoo anymore though.
No. I think I'll stop when I run out of room.
I'd like to get one on like my ass cheeks, and bear with me.
Yeah.
It's just come to mind now, and it's like just on like the corners of the crack, and it just says "This shit stinks." It'd just be a fun thing to when a chick eats my ass. It's just
I actually have my left.
Could that for the TikTok.
I have my left arse cheek completely covered, and it is hands down one of the worst places to get tattooed. I thought because there's like a lot of meat there, it's going to be a real easy sitting, but it was horrible.
No, I think it's like when it's like the pale skin.
Yeah, the more nerve endings you have, like my fingers are hands down the worst couple of minutes when they go over them.
Because I always thought that was meant to be like the worst.
I don't actually have any in there. I don't.
Yeah.
The most painful one I got was on my toe.
Yeah.
Toe?
Yeah,
Under or on top?
on top of my big toe.
Was it?
It's strawberry.
Come on, let's have a
Probably
look.
my gayest tattoo, but
Yeah.
You got Phil and Lil, and you think that one's the gayest one? Oh no way, that's quite big.
it wasn't always watercolored. It just faded to that point.
Yeah, well that love heart there.
Yeah. It looks like a bad strawberry now. Like it's just.
Well, it's like, do I get it? I don't want to get it touched up because it was the.
Well, it looks like a
single most painful
moldy.
tattoo
It looks
I've
like a
had.
moldy on the way out strawberry. Yeah.
It wasn't
Mo-
supposed to.
Is there like a pun there or?
No, me and my friend were just like, let's get matching tattoos. I was like, all right. She's like, let's get strawberries on our toes. I was like, all right. And that's it. That's the entire story behind that. Like, not much thought went into it.
Oh, we can tell, bro.
I got the cow getting abducted in Bendigo. Oh, you good?
Yeah. That's just what happens to my dick when I think of a chick eating one. Shit.
I went to go and get this in this cow getting abducted in Bendigo with a mate.
Oh, that's where my family's from.
Yeah, it was a lovely place. It was.
I mean, I don't care if you hated it, bro.
Well, it just spun me out the way there's like just these.
I'm not going to kick off if you hate Bendigo, bro.
Well, I was just surprised that like out in the middle of nowhere they have these crazy gardens and big like water fountains and shit everywhere. It's because they had that mining money from the gold mine out there, and they just went crazy on the infrastructure.
Well, that was a so my pop used to farm out there, and when my mum was growing up, like there would be like flakes of gold on like it was like a big property, but like on the back was like the stream, and on the stream like on the I don't know the Bailey or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. There'd be like smickles of gold, and like when the sun went down, you could see all the gold flakes. Yeah, it's magical.
Should have grabbed some of those smickles of gold.
Oh yeah, but gold back then was like 26 cents a pound. So who gives a fuck? But no, Bendigo was. I think the last time I went to Bendigo, emos were a big thing.
Oh, I miss them.
Yeah, and it's just like
kind of made a comeback, right?
I've seen a few goths recently, and that's blown my mind. I've been
goths
driving.
have always been around, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you ever get fully rid of goths. Like they're sort of like bed bugs. Once they're in there, they're in there.
Okay. I don't know. It's an analogy.
There's a girl I know that I think she's like probably like 35, 36. Never the scene phase never died. Emo phase never died for her.
Yep.
But I think she's like homeless now or some shit. But she just posted on
bringing it
Facebook
back?
the other day about Trump winning, and she was all for it. So
She was all for Trump winning?
Yeah.
She's single.
It's not. It was never
Finally,
something.
a woman that knows politics.
Well, it was never something I thought about with her. But then when it was like, oh yeah, into, I think he's into Trump. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. So.
Why? That's why she's homeless, or that's why she's an emo.
35 is still dyeing hair bright red. That's a bit like, come on.
Yeah,
No, I don't get what. Come on.
hair.
Grow up. Like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's still a hot look. Like when you look at like the old emo photos and shit like that, is red plaid pants. And then it was like a skater, like it was like a hell skateboard look. And then it was like the massive hair with like
the
white
1980s hairstyle.
Kind of, but it was a bit rougher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was emo for like 8 months.
Were
I
you?
was like, I think I've got a photo of it. I'm not going to show it.
I didn't go emo, but when I had hair, I had hair like yours, and I would put all sorts of chemicals into it.
I used to straighten my hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think you posted something. We'll have to get that photo. I think you posted it. It was either on your stories or in the thing. And God bless you. Dude, you could use that photo for a GoFundMe now. But what I had, this is the favorite, because my auntie was a hairdresser. She used to hate me saying this term because it's the wrong term, but the full M&M peroxide, all the way through,
Like
but
yellow blonde, you know? Like,
Yeah.
No, but that's not the first color that comes because it's all layers.
Oh, it goes orange first, right?
What's that?
Does it go orange first?
Yeah, like the Dragon Ball Z character when he goes Super Saiyan. It's that color. No word of a lie. Like it looks like
I've got a photo of me.
It legit looks like a pack of twisties.
That really doesn't surprise me that you did that as well.
Yeah, but then I had to do it again, and then it gets to like what's the tattoo? That one, the video game
Fallout.
That Fallout yellow, and then it kind of went to white. But I used to do that, and then at the back, I would have a black rat tail. Not long. It's like just still the same coloured hair, but I would just like
Little skin mark on the back of your
brown
neck.
reddish hair. I'd put like emo black in the filthy.
Did you get
Filthy look.
frosted tips as well?
Oh yeah, I went through that. That was good.
Frosted tips were
dude, if
big.
you-
I had frosted
came
tips
back
in
for a bit as well,
primary
right?
school.
Yeah, if you ever saw Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street when he was like full Eminem,
Yeah.
that's me in high school. Except think more corn, less Eminem.
I thought you told me you were on the water polo team. Like, I just assumed you
Yeah.
were like popular and shit.
Oh no. Yeah, that's what we.
Did your hair go green after like swimming one day? Or?
No. I don't know. I think I might have. No, I think it was more 18. I'd never had it at school because I went to Catholic school, like a good boy. After school, this was like 18, 19, 20, 21. And then 22 was just like, adios.
You had a late emo
Yeah, I was
streak.
just like, where are you going? You had your chance and now I'm fucking.
Is that when you started investing in snapbacks?
Well, no. Oh, no. Shut up. No, I went a different route. So that I had
Did
my.
you
No. I went.
It's not a phase.
No. So, picture this: before Peaky Blinders was cool.
Those hats. I've got so
You've got
many
one
of
of
those
those
hats. Oh,
Yeah,
In our promo photos, you're wearing them.
yeah, but I was more like Samuel L. Jackson used to rock the Kanga, which is like a nice fitting, cool hat. I was more
chimney sweep.
chimney sweep, but more the caddy. Like it was like an old 1940s taxi driver. Like it was like a
Puffy.
yeah, but flat.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was that look. That was my artistic look.
Interesting choice.
And then I went to, and then when I started comedy, I was like hoodies and baseball caps. And then I haven't looked back since. And then I'm going to Turkey next year.
I was going to say.
And yeah, I'll be rocking that haircut, but it'll be as red as these walls for like 6
You
months.
have to
and
do
then
an
I'll be like
episode
that.
where it's just, because you're going to
Well, I
swell,
have to.
right?
3 episodes will be me without a hat. Looking like
Smoko Bros going overseas. Are we going to Turkey with you then?
You want to?
Why not?
Because I'm only gone for like 3 days.
True.
Get it in, get it out. That's if then. No, well, Trump's going to fix the war, so that's all. That's cool. Yeah. Am I right, fellas? Trump. So yeah, I'll get that, and then I don't know. I might go back to no hat.
Frosted tips.
I know it's scary times. The future is bright, fellas. No hat, Sean. Woo.
Oh, shit.
This podcast will get all tooty.
Bad Dragon will sponsor us.
Oh fuck yeah, Bad Dragon. And then we'll play rock paper scissors to see us to sit on.
I'm pretty sure they do sponsor people though. See,
Bad Dragon?
Papa Meat. He's
Can we-
sponsored by Bad Dragon.
Can we just invest in one? Oh, that's
Bad
Jesus.
Dragon.
Jesus, like, don't you fucking dare. But I think we should invest like 3 ways into I don't know what
Into your hair transplant?
No. Oh, you can if you like. That'll be on the GoFundMe. No, like just,
Go follicle me.
I don't know what the word would be. Gaudy dragon dildo. Is that
I
the
don't
right?
know. What are you describing? What do you mean, gaudy?
You know, like when you
Like
wear
a
like
chode?
obnoxious earrings, and it's like how gaudy.
Demure? Is that how you use that word?
Yeah, if you want to be
No.
young and ridiculous. Yeah, we could get like a full demure. Fucking hell. Demure. Shut the fuck up with the laughing at me. Jeez. A demure dragon dildo. We just sit it right there.
And just not address it?
You just have to blur it out though.
No, well, if it like lights up, whenever someone has something to say, they can like
Slap it.
or we could get the egg one.
Oh,
And if you want to say
And we-
something, you
and
got
it
to
gives
jerk it
you-
off till an egg comes.
Yeah, and then it's a topic. Like
Dude,
penguins.
that could be like an amazing draft. Is like you put numbers on these eggs, and then fucking. I don't know how many eggs are in there, but like, if there's 3, we could put our names on it and then like mix it up and put them in, and then yeah. Yeah, I've got money in my pocket to burn. So I don't know what to do with it.
Save it for your hair transplant.
Yeah, I know.
more puppets.
More puppets. Yeah. Well, I had a topic. Well, one of my topics was one, and I don't know if this is the episode to go all deep in me. But I did see a science experiment about. I think it was proof that we're living in a simulation. Have you seen this?
Proof.
Well, it's kind of the.
Is this the one where they take DMT and look at lights and they're like, there's binary code in it?
No, that's your uncle's party. No, this is this is a genuine science experiment, and forgive me if I muck up the science, but they have a slit in it, and it's like if you had a paintball gun,
A
then they-
double slit experiment.
yeah,
Yep.
and
So observation controls reality.
yeah, yeah. And so what happens is when you shoot paintballs through this slit, it comes out on the other side and there's like a line. And then you put the 2 parallel things through that and then there's like 2 slits. But then if you put water through it, it goes into waves. Into waves. Sorry, if it's 1 slit, it turns into waves, and then if it's 2 slits, it goes into diamond shapes.
It was a refractory pattern of a few slits. If you have 2 slits, you'll have like a heap of segmented lines because that's the crossover of the wavelength. Yeah. And the argument is whether light moves as a particle or a wave function, and it's found that when it's observed, it actually changes.
Yeah, to its original form, which is what they're saying is...
What?
Yeah. So essentially, the way they described it was like when you're playing a video game and you're here, and over in that mountain is a castle. But they're not going to render the full picture of the castle while you're standing here. You got to go all the way up to the mountain to go into the castle, and then it starts rendering.
I still don't understand.
A castle is like a bunch of bricks.
Yeah, I get that.
That a lot of rich people lived in. No, but that was kind
how
of
does shooting paintballs prove we're in a simulation? Though?
No.
This is what. Yeah,
what he's trying to explain is like you move light through a slit, and it should just be a single line. And then when you do double slit experiment, it should be 2 lines if they're moving as a particle because they fly through those 2 holes and create 2 lines. But it creates like a wave style pattern where because there's 2 slits, there'll be a heap of lines because the way the waves spread out from those 2 entry points. So it actually changes based on your observation of...
Yeah. It was protons. I think they shot through it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking roll your eyes at me like obviously it was protons. Fucking cockhead. I'm doing my best to try to quote Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I struggle pronouncing his name, let alone the fucking goofy science he's doing. But no, it was interesting.
All right. I still don't understand. Maybe if a puppet explained it to me. Like.
Yeah. Oh, when I look at you and they mention puppets, the person with puppets in their hands.
Yeah, it's
okay. We'll cut that out.
Can't hear me from...
Yeah, we wanted the puppet. Forget it. It's all good.
No. The double slit experiment is like you'll have to do like a deep dive online before you really.
I'll send you the 3-minute video that I want.
So you're saying that's proof of a simulation?
No, that's what they're... It's not proof, but it's a positive in the hypothesis.
In the argument. I heard a really interesting one recently about that is the fact that they're going to start introducing AI into video games. So like the NPCs are essentially going to be semi-conscious depending on the level of AI that they put into it.
Oh, great.
And they were saying if you extrapolate that as like we've gone from like...
I tell you what, you know who's hating this? The prostitutes in Grand Theft Auto.
Well, that's...
I bet you the prostitutes in Grand Theft Auto are ecstatic about this.
Oh, but it's going to be good when there's real tears.
You know what sucks about this game? The people in this game aren't sentient enough.
Well, that's what one of the devs has come out and said that for the next GTA, it's people are going to be blown away with the realism.
Yeah, and they're also putting kids and animals in it as well.
Oh, that's
you know what's going to be crazy? Did you ever see the Amazon store where like you didn't have to pay for anything? Like you walked in, and then it turned out it was just a big like office of Indian people watching the surveillance
and
then like doing it all. But imagine that's what GTA is. It's just a bunch of Indians in what's it called? You're talking about
in the Matrix.
No, but what's the
VR?
VR, and it's just like, yeah, I need a job, and then it's just a bunch of 14-year-old kids in America beating them up with baseball bats.
Yes. $50 will get you anything you want.
Yeah, I mean, don't hate me. You brought it up.
Well, but the argument was
I don't think they want. Oh, okay. Like the place that we're at probably didn't want us talking about the shit we're talking about.
Well, the argument was like if you look at the linear time pass of like video games where we've gone from 8-bit simple like Mario, And then you go to like GTA where they're gonna next console that's gonna have like some sentience. They're like, if this keeps on improving, eventually there will be no ability to differentiate between real life and a simulation. And if that's the case, then the odds of us actually being in a simulation are pretty high. Or you can just take DMT and stare at lasers.
You stare at lasers?
No, I just saw this video of this dude who was like, it was like,
I like how people always say that when they're like embarrassed by what they actually do. It's like, no, not me. It's my mate that does it. I swear.
well, no, I was
stares at
looking at
lasers.
videos and one was like, this proves that we're living in a simulation. I'm like, oh, what's this about? And then this dude's is like, literally all they did was set up like a fucking laser level, smoked DMT and then stared at the laser really close, and they're all convinced you can see
Retina
binary
damage.
code in the laser light. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably fucking your eyes up a bit there too.
No, because it was I go into the. We'll wrap it up after this, but the one thing that I always get into is the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
And the reasons why that exists. And one is like, we're already dead, and then it's all a bunch of consciousness all coming together trying to refocus everything that we all kind of know. That's why, like, the Bernstein Bears and the whatever the fuck they're called. They all kind of, it looks
Monopoly
not
Man.
like AI. It looks kind of the same, but it's not the same. And then the one that I heard that kind of makes the most sense is that they're trying to see how much they can change before people will notice. You know what I mean? Like the government agencies or whatever are deliberately changing things.
So the government are essentially gaslighting you.
Essentially just to see if they can get rid of it. And it's like just one of the experiments that they're trying to do. Because there was that one chick that found, I forget what the product is. It was like forbidden fruit or whatever. And it was like, no, there was never a coil in the...
A loom on...
A loom.
Yeah, fruit of the loom.
Yeah.
And then she found the old...
Yeah.
A
And then-
cornucopia that was on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And they were like, everyone was like, no, it was never there. It was never there.
And then
So-
she found evidence of it.
Yeah. But like that sounds a lot more
Plausible.
realistic than we're all dead.
It's just like it's just like an advertiser though. Like, oh, they've designed the new logo and we've taken out the
Yeah, the
cornucopia.
cornucopia.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, man, it's simulation theory. Like, nah, it's just they
No, but-
changed the fucking logo.
No, but they've said that like, the
It never-
company's come
yeah.
out and said we've never had this on our logo ever.
Yeah, but
Still,
I mean,
I
that's
feel
just
like-
someone in a
And
job.
also, you're sounding an awful lot like the fucking government trying to squash our theories, mate.
well, chances are like a company's like
He's all
social
sweating
media.
just like they're on to
Deep
us.
state operative right here.
No, I mean chances are like a social media page for a company is run by like
Yeah, an idiot.
someone like us. That's just fucking.
No, but
people.
this is that it used to be,
Right.
and then when the company's like, this has never happened, and I think it's because then this kind of swings back into like propaganda and stuff like that. Like
Right.
this is, if we can do this, then it means we can do that. Like I think that's kind of what the experiment is. It's not just like we've got a lot of money. Let's see what we can do for shits and giggles.
Well, that was like Russia's
And then-
biggest
what's that?
Russia's biggest tool during the Cold War was propaganda, and they're still doing that today. But they're trying to convince us that like people are putting kiddie litter trays in public schools and shit.
Oh, do you know what they're for?
Oh, the
They're-
Russian farms.
No, the kitty litter trays in schools. They were saying it was because people were identifying as cats and they needed to provide them with litter boxes. But the truth is, when they have an active shooter, you can't go to the toilet. So they had this as like a plan B, essentially. And then it was turned into disinformation from there.
Well, that whatever you just said sounds like the misinformation. Why the? If someone's shooting shit, it's like, oh,
I gotta
can you
snap
stop?
one off.
I need to do a poo. I'm quite frightened.
I don't know about you, but I'm not going
I
to
don't know if you've ever been in a scary situation, but my butthole becomes hot.
Oh, well, that's a good promo for Pride Month.
Why you think school shooters are school shooters a pride thing?
Your tight butthole, really.
My tight butthole is something I am proud of. Maybe that's how we should end the pod. It's like our Thanksgiving. It's just, we tell the audience what we're all proud of. My incredibly tight butthole during a school shooting is what I'm most Well, I think that's the end of smoking.
I better get back to it.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
I'm glad I came up with actual things to talk about. I'm never going to talk about any of them.
What do you mean?
What? Yeah.
I was struggling for themes to talk about. and then I
Hey,
just
fun
had-
fact: don't talk about this shit on the podcast.
Oh, I thought we finished.
Yeah, I know.
We got to sign off.
Yeah.
We got someone to edit this. It's fine now.
You were so close to saying that N word again, weren't you?
It didn't. Oh shit. All right. Well, I'm Sean Conway,
I'm George Evans.
And I'm Jack Smith.
and we're the
Smoko Bros.
Fuck this.
Hey guys, you still here? Well, make sure to like and subscribe the podcast and tell all your friends. Bye!